Hi friends, this is Miss Pam with you today, and we are going to read our book, Trip to the Grocery Store. So parents, I just want to review with you some of the objectives for our story today. This is the page for parents. On the next page, I'll tell the students what their big job is. So given modified grade level text or picture cards, resources, manipulatives, and adult assistance, students will tend to a reader by using eye gaze and or body language, listen for targeted vocabulary words, point to words or objects with hands or eye gaze, search the environment for objects related to the text, and explore objects with hands, eyes, and face. And parents, these are the same objectives that we would be working on if we were back in room 10, and we would be working on these every day during the week using the same story and maybe varying the activities, but the objectives would be the same for each day and practicing the same skills. So students, now it's time for me to tell you your big job. So your job is to learn how we get our food at the grocery store with Mom and Dad. So first, I want you to read the story with Mom and Dad or with a brother or sister. Then I want you to talk about the grocery store with your family. Talk about some of the things you like about the grocery store. Do you like the sounds? Do you like pushing the cart? Do you like saying hi to people? Then I want you to explore fruit and boxes and bags from the grocery store. Listen to the way they sound, like I do. I bought this bag of almonds at the grocery store, and I can feel that there are things inside that make noise. The bag makes noise, but it's smooth. I like to feel it. Also, I have a can of soup here, and I like to turn it upside down and listen to it. I like to feel the label and see if it's smooth or bumpy. And also, I have this box of macaroni and cheese that my son Matthew got, and I can shake it. That makes noise. So those are all cool things that you can do to explore things from the grocery store. Then I want you to help put grocery items away. So you can pick the items up and put them in a bag or in a box, or you can take them out of the bag and put them up on the shelf and be a big help to Mom and Dad in the kitchen. And last, I want you to have fun, because that helps us learn when we have fun at the grocery store or wherever we are at in the community. All right, so we're going to move on. Now, our vocabulary words that we're looking at with this lesson, we have the word cart and the word list. So the grocery cart is something that we push. It has a handle and wheels, and we put our food in it, and it helps us navigate throughout the store. Our grocery list is very important because we can write on there the items that we want to get at the store. So today in our lesson, the two items that we are going to focus on for our grocery list are milk and bread. So when I was at the grocery store looking at the milk, I saw all different types. And two kinds that you might see at the store would be white milk and my favorite, which is chocolate milk. And you probably see those two things at school also in the cafeteria. Then we're going to look at bread. And in this photo, I'm showing you sliced bread. Later, in another video, you'll see my son Matthew looking for bread, and he found more than one kind. So that'll be exciting for you to watch also. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our story. The title is Trip to the Grocery Store, and the author is Colleen White, and the story was illustrated by Travis Schaefer. We go to the grocery store. I go with my mom. Now in the picture it shows our young lady with her mom going to the grocery store, and sometimes you might go with dad, or you might even go with your grandmom or your granddad. We make a list. We need milk and bread. And you can see on the list our two vocabulary words are written on there, milk and bread. We ride to the grocery store in the car. Mom knows the way. We get a cart. I stay close to my mom. So again, there's our vocabulary word cart. We're going to put our food in that. And you stay close to mom and dad when you're at the store because that's safe. We always want to practice our safety skills whether we're at home, at school, or the grocery store. We look for the items on the list. We put them in the cart. So we see in the picture, Mom is holding the gallon of milk, and she's getting ready to put it in the cart. We pay the cashier. We take our turn. So when we get to the checkout line, we stand behind the person in front of us, we wait our turn, and then when it's time to pay for our groceries, we pay money, or we might use our credit card or our debit card. We go home. We put the groceries away. So just like I showed you with my bag of almonds and my can of soup, when I go back to my kitchen, I'm going to put them back on the shelf or in the cabinet, and that's how I'm going to put my groceries away. And you can help mom and dad do that when you get home. I am happy. I was good at the store. I can go next time. So maybe you made a deal with mom and dad where they said, if you have good behavior at the grocery store, you get to go again next time. Or maybe they promised you a treat at the grocery store, like getting some macaroni and cheese as a reward. That would be pretty cool. So we always want to practice our good social skills at home, at school, and the grocery store. And then we get rewarded with nice things. That's the end of our story. So now, let's talk about what groceries did we put in the cart. So these are the vocabulary words that we talked about just before we read our story. We have milk and bread. Can you point to one of those? Milk or bread? Maybe mom and dad can hold your hand up to the screen and you can touch milk and bread. All right, good job listening to our story, everybody. So let's review what your big job is today. First, search your kitchen for some groceries. Okay, look for your favorite things, or look for a favorite thing that your brother or sister might like, or mom and dad, like cookies or bread, or maybe go to the refrigerator and look for some cheese or yogurt. Next, ask your parents to help you explore how the groceries feel. So for me, I have my box of macaroni and cheese here. And if I shake it, it makes noise. And I can feel the outside of the box is smooth. And also, I have my can of soup. If I hold the label, it feels smooth. And I can shake it. I can hear there's some liquid inside. Then say the names of the items. Milk, bread, soup, macaroni, whatever it is you are holding and exploring, practice saying the name of that item with your mom and dad. Then take a picture of your learning experience and email it to Miss Pam, because I always enjoy seeing what you do at home, and it helps me to know that you watched my lesson and that you practiced your targeted vocabulary words of milk, bread, cart, and list. All right, that's the end of our story. So thank you very much for being a good listener today. If you would please send me a picture, because I would love to see how you participated in today's lesson. And have a great day. And remember, always have fun, because that's how we learn best. All right, I'll see you next time. And remember, look for videos that I'm going to put up after this of my son Matthew in the grocery store.